shit on TNT.
Double O four shit, I'm on go shit. Double O four shit, I'm on go shit. I be living that life that these niggas like. I be moving that pack up in the daytime. I don't try why I stay, cause niggas hate now. So you know us, get the fuck up on my face now. I be living that life that these niggas like. I be moving that pack up in the daytime. I don't try why I stay, cause niggas hate now. So you know us, get the fuck up on my face now. Double O four shit, I'm on go shit, bitch, you know how I'm rockin'.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's Fade Guy E, and today we just finished this fire YouTube tutorial on a high table, sides and a back. I got my boy Doug with me. Let him know where they can find you at, bro.
Man, y'all can follow me on that gram, Thugging Duck, you feel me? Listen, to be honest, my brother, I really don't get a cut by nobody, man. I cut my own. Look, my boy got me right.
Real talk, real talk. I'm gonna catch you on the next video, man. We trying to get to 500, so let's turn up. What the business is to all my bros and sis in the barber industry. Hey man, if you trying to become a better barber, have better clientele, push out straight pressure, bro, y'all definitely need to tap into my YouTube channel. We trying to get to 500, bro. Go ahead and subscribe and tell everybody about Fade Guy E, Professor Fade Guy E. But look, in this video, it's a high taper. Take out your pen and pad, because class is now in session. This is a high taper, so we're gonna comb out the section that we using and then take our trimmers and create a guideline. Now these trimmers are the Babyless FX snaps that came out before the one battery trimmers. Only difference I did on these, I took off the stock blade and I put on the graphite blade. And I kept his ball line fairly mid because I didn't want to go too high. He does have braids and a part line, so I did want to keep that dark contrast. So now I'm gonna throw my 1A on my detachables and I'm gonna go with the grain to help keep that dark contrast and keep everything neat. And then eventually we're probably gonna go ahead and throw a 2A on there. And like I said, we're focusing on just one section of the head, and there goes my 2 blade. And this time we're gonna go against the grain. Show y'all motion. That's the motion right there, you know. We going against the grain, which is fading. And then make sure that y'all comb out the sections after you cut. This will help you see what, you know what I'm saying, what's sticking out, what's poking out, everything. And I got a 1.5 ceramic blade on there. These is dope. I love them, especially for the detachables. Now we kind of hitting that mid line. You don't want to make too much of a hard line, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta go up higher. Another 1A. That's ceramic. And we're gonna take that guideline to start softening it out more, blending it out more. It's gonna give it that nice gradual blend, a smooth blend. Alright, so I switched to my clippers, the FX, because they hit a little harder, you know what I'm saying? Make a little bit harder lines. Sometimes the blades can't get out. So I feel like I have better motion with that too. My wrist can move freely. So I'm just flicking the lever back and forth, fading out and doing detail work. So a lot of this right here is gonna be freehand. Fade look good already. I'm building a nice structure to my fade, you know what I'm saying? Matching it to his temples. I'm not just doing a basic technique. Once you build a nice structure, it's time to move on to the next lesson. So for the neck taper, you want to comb out everything similar to the side, you know what I'm saying? And for this one, I use the 1A, and I'm going with the grain to match the sides, you know what I'm saying, match his temples. We're gonna keep going down, brushing everything down, combing everything down, making sure we're getting all that debug, making sure everything is matching. I created my guidelines for this one with the clippers this time because I want that fade to stretch and I want my lines to initially hit. Now this client, he does have tattoos, so if I want to fade a little higher or certain lines I don't want them to be seen, I can do that. So this is why I went a little higher to help show the tattoos. This is a better view so y'all can see from the back. I got my 1A on there. Making sure that I'm using my comb to comb out all that beat back as I'm fading, blending, my bad. So yeah, y'all, this is my freehand techniques, man. I hope y'all like this. Been working, been grinding, making content for y'all. This one came out really dope. This is one of my favorite cuts. I ain't dropped the camera this time either. But I know it looks like I'm using the whole blade, but I'm actually just using the corner. Alright, so once your neck taper is all nice and neat, no lines, and it's clean, you're ready to move to the side taper, the other side. So guys, I'll tell y'all this, it's just like mag. Whatever you did to the last side, you can do it to the other side, alright? So I took another 1E, and look, we went with the grain and we're working our way down, alright? I also did my bald line with the trimmer, and I'm using the same technique, fading out, making guidelines with my clippers. That's a 1 right there. Hitting that blend line, hitting it hard. Trying to soften it up faster. On this side, I'm working a little faster, so you know what I'm saying, I'm using that 1 more. 1.5. Soften it up a little bit, you know, because you're going higher. Back with the 0.5. Fading it out. See how I kept that dark contrast and give it that fade like a curved look. Alright class, stand up, because we got everything faded and it's time to move on to the line up. So look, we're gonna start off with the back neck taper and we're gonna line it up. Like I tell you guys all the time, tap and drag, tap, 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 tap and drag, guys. You don't wanna cause no abrasions, scratches, anything to the skin. You want it to be really, really light. Like I tell y'all too, behind the ear, try to keep that section low. See, I might go back and fade over that because he does have a tattoo right there. Just depending on him, my preference. So for the front, man, look, I've been using alcohol. I love how it dries the skin out to give that natural ash line without using enhancements. Watch the product. Hot air. Hairspray, only kind I use, y'all know. Royal Treatment, smell the best. They need to sponsor me ASAP. Cold air. Hot air. Cold air. Hot air. Alright, same technique. Tap, tap, drag. Tap and drag, y'all. It's gonna look for the win. Tap and drag. You can't lose with it. Light pressure. We don't have to apply heavy pressure because it's gonna break the skin. Okay. It's gonna break the skin. They're gonna have scars. They're gonna have, you know what I'm saying? And scars lead to hair loss. You don't want to do that. Working on the side. It's coming out fire. Switching to the side view so y'all can see it a little better. And then it wasn't coming out right for me. I wasn't satisfied how it was coming out. So I had to turn and position my client to which way I was comfortable. Cleaning up that taper a little bit. Let y'all see that side view. Now it's time for the other side. Now this is all, like I said, light pressure. You don't apply too much. And especially with lighter skin clients, man, it's so much easier to see cuts and nicks from your trimmers. Don't let them get too hot. Try to keep them cool when you line them up. Switch out trimmers. Clean up that fade some more. Make sure y'all tools and everything is sanitary before you touch anybody else's skin, client after client. I find that this view, turning your client in a mirror like this, can help you fix the lines in your fade from the front view, you know what I'm saying? I do this all the time and it helps me. Now this just tap and drag. This is a different blade, so I'm pulling it, but I'm using really light pressure. Different blades and different tools, you have to use them differently, so I try to learn as many tools as possible. Look at got the shaver to bring out that fade some more, make it pop. My boy can't stop smiling. Alright gang, so look, now we on a razor shave. Make sure y'all pulling the skin out as tight as y'all can so there's no nicks. You don't want to cut the skin, nothing. Same thing for the other side. Let that razor glide on the skin smoothly. You don't want it to cut. You don't want nobody bleeding or nothing. And if you've done it correctly, this is what it should look like. Enhancements. Alright gang, so as y'all know, man, for the enhancements, bro, you gotta have the light pressure as well. It's just like painting. You don't want to apply a heavy coat at one time. If you're gonna do that, apply a light coat first. Then if they want to go darker, go darker. Me, I like my haircuts to still look natural. I like to give that natural effect, that slightly blended effect. Look, I'm using like a slight sweet motion. Now these enhancements I've been using, I found these my co-workers, you know what I'm saying? We all try different things and learn different things, so yeah, I like them. So far they're my favorites, like hair fibers but in a can. It's like finished product. So this is the finished product. Yeah, I hope y'all love it, bro. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. I hope y'all learned something fire. Hey, anybody who come across this video, I wish nothing but positivity, love, happiness, and wealth. I'm gonna catch you on the next one.